business is out here, but I live in Pennsylvania. So
Deep. Where in Pennsylvania? Pittsburgh?
just south of Scranton.
Scranton? I was going to say Scranton.
So I'm back and forth constantly. So I got.
That's a long flight. 3 hours? 4 hours?
It's like eight to 9 hours with a layover. There's nothing
Oof.
direct.
Oof.
So it's like 4.5 hours and went through Washington, and then like an hour and a half layover, then an hour flight up. You know.
That's brutal. Always layovers?
Always layovers, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Only United and American go into Scranton, and United only goes through Washington or Chicago, and then American Airlines goes through Charlotte.
Okay.
That's always only CRJs go into Scranton.
Gotcha.
So.
The difference in weather then? Go from 100 plus over here, dry, to semi-humid over there?
Oh, it rains like 5 days a week.
Oh, see, there you go.
But I was telling my wife, you know, like, geez, Monday's gonna be 92 here, it's gonna be 92 there.
But with humidity.
No, 92 plus humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 92 here. Like, what the hell? I thought it was getting away from me.
So yeah, that's the same thing. Like if I go to Texas right now in Austin, it's 92 probably right there right now, I think. Let's see. I think Austin or Elgin was where I'm originally from. Went from Cali to Texas to here.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, 94, but humidity is like probably the same.
Yeah.
Just horrendous.
Yeah. 70, 80%
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
I think 65, 70% is in Austin. But if you go to like Houston, it's like 90.
Yeah.
Brutal. It's suffocation, humidity. I can't do Houston. I went to Houston one time, I was like, never again. Never again. I don't know how people live here.
Yeah, I'm in Austin twice a year for conferences.
Okay.
So, Austin's nice. I like Austin.
Austin's great, man. It just reminds me of San Francisco. A lot of hippies and definitely hippie vibes.
Yeah, I grew up in Oakland, California myself.
Hey, Bay Area?
Yeah.
East Bay?
I was born and raised in Antioch.
East Bay, baby. Walnut Creek, Danville, Pleasanton, San Ramon, that's me right there.
Before I moved out here, I worked for Kaiser in Walnut Creek at their level 1 trauma center there.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So you're just like me, just state hopping.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, I moved here in 2007. And then my wife and we're
right before the crash.
Right before the crash, yeah. So I do IT.
Okay.
And I worked for Kaiser in IT, and then I moved out here to Martin Harris Construction. They paid to move me out here.
Nice.
January 1st, 2007 was my first day at work, and then the Monday after Thanksgiving 2008, they laid me off because the market crashed so badly. So. Like, you couldn't have done it before.
God, us millennials have been through market crashes, 9/11, Afghanistan, Iraq.
COVID, all this
crap. Yeah.
All these once in a lifetime.
I know, right? They always say once in a lifetime. Well, we've had 2 financial crises. I'm waiting for a second pandemic just to make it even, right?
Exactly.
I mean, 2 wars, 2 financial crises. I'm waiting just for another pandemic to happen, and then we'll just hit the 2-2-2 cycle.
Exactly.
That's fun.
But yeah, then me and my wife were on vacation out in Scranton, visiting some friends.
Okay.
A couple years ago, we just fell in love with the area, and we actually put an offer in on a house while on vacation with no intention of moving anytime recently, close to it. So we literally flew back a week, had our house up on the market, and it was an insane 6 weeks.
And so then that house, I'm assuming, is currently like Airbnb out when you're not there, or you guys live in it?
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
Exactly.
As long as my philosophy is if I can buy something and rent it somehow, some way, just so I don't have to make a payment, or pay little payment, I'm okay with that.
Exactly. Well, that's how you build wealth, is lots of property, renting it out.
So I will have to disagree with you on that.
Huh?
Yes, I would say, okay, for right now, this instant, yes, I would say yes. But I would say autonomous vehicles is going to be the next one. So if you are into kind of like investing like that, I suggest you go to Brighter with Herbert, and he compares Airbnb rentals to autonomous vehicles like Teslas. If you have a fleet of them, I would look up. I actually saved it because people were asking about it.
Yeah.
This one right here. It's
okay.
Writer by Herbert, and it says Tesla's October surprise.
Yeah.
Cern Basher, he's an analyst, and he compares why it's so much more better to get an autonomous vehicle coming up than an Airbnb.
Really?
And he compares it to with numbers and everything, and how much of a disruption it's going to be for autonomous vehicles and specific sectors and everything. So if you're interested in that, I would definitely start looking into autonomous vehicles and what they can potentially do. So imagine having like your own personal Uber driver, except you don't have to pay nobody. Right? Yeah. And that's just some buddies that I like to talk to and communicate, because that's why I have a fleet of Teslas, right? Because that's what my plan is, to put them all on the network and let them go to work. So the estimates I've done is between $60,000 to $120,000 in gross, and you take a 50% margin from that, because there's really no maintenance, very little things that you need to do to electric vehicles besides tires, maybe add windshield washer, fluid, rotate tires, simple stuff, right? And it's about a 50% net, so anywhere between $30,000 to $60,000 in net profit per car. Is what I came up with, which is like 1 year can pay for the whole car. And then after that, you're free and clear. You know, cash flow automatically, instantly, the next year after. And that depends on how long you leave it on the network for, right? And where it is in the network. So I'm assuming like Pittsburgh. What's the other big city out there? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and
it's Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, right? So imagine you just have cars right there in those two major cities. Maybe go a little bit out rural, like Scranton. I think is a little bit suburb rural-ish.
Scranton, Wilkes-Barre was a couple 100,000 people.
So imagine that it's just in that little area, just picking up people from A to B 24/7. You know, paying charging. You know, charging is going to be your biggest expense. Insurance will probably be your lowest, because Tesla will come out with their own insurance or partner with other insurance companies saying that we'll take the liability. We know our cars are super safe. It's more likely to be hit by a human driver than to do something stupid. So it could be like $50 a month, $40 a month, compared to like $300, right? So just something to look for if you are in the whim like that. You like to look extra money, extra side hustle.
I'll keep that in mind.
Just something, because I think a lot of people are sleeping on AI. And I try to tell people, like on my live streams or just like in my TikToks and YouTube videos, that hey, look, a lot of people don't know about this AI. A lot of people don't know about autonomous vehicles, and when they get into this car and they're like, holy cow, this is what it can do. I'm like, like look how good it is. And it's heading that way. And I thought a lot of people are going to be left behind. I don't want a lot of people to be left behind, because the robotaxi or autonomous vehicle type of market cap is between 10 and $20 trillion.
Oh, wow.
With a T. It's gonna warp a lot of industries, right? Like hotels, gas stations, food delivery, right? Package delivery, because if your car can drive autonomously and drop packages, hey, look at it, package, is at your front door. But I think that's gonna be later on, when you have like humanoid robots to do that. To be able to take it out, right? But I think that's gonna be last on the totem pole. I think it's gonna be rideshare. Then inference is where they use the compute power inside the car to help train AI. So they'll use some of that compute power and then pay you for it. And then the other one will be food delivery, and then package delivery. That's what my industries it'll disrupt. So something to think about. If you're entrepreneur, if it tingles a little bit, right? You put a $5,000 payment or $5,000 down payment, and there you go, you got a car making you money 24/7.